What's up, guys? Studfit here. Raise your hand if you have an iPhone. Raise your hand if you want to collect 4,000 tokens while you're sleeping. That's right, 4,000 tokens while you're sleeping. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in today's special episode on how to use the iOS voice commands and shortcuts to be able to let your game retry and grind those tokens on your behalf while you're doing other things like sleeping. If you're sleeping for 8 hours and you're getting 500 tokens an hour, you should be able to get to about 4,000 tokens over those 8 hours. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Now, if you don't know the value of getting your token shop cleared out, now some people may not worry so much about the tours in which you get the tokens for making your opponents crash. However, when it comes to the tokens replacing coins on the track, this is huge. This is so important if you're using a Coinbox driver specifically, because if you have a Coinbox driver at level 4 or above, you are releasing red coins. Red coins are worth 2 actions, 2 coins compared to 1, and it has been proven. There's been data mining and other videos showing that those tokens replace those red coins. Now, some people say that those tokens are a little bigger. That's hogwash. Those red coins, if you do not replace those tokens, and you have those tokens replacing red coins, per Coinbox Frenzy, you're probably losing about 5 to 10 actions. Now, if you have 2 Coinbox Frenzies and a couple singles, I mean, you could be losing somewhere between 10 to 20 actions per run. So this is so important, not just for ranked, but for all cup ranking. The guys who are going for top 10, top 100, they're clearing their token shop within 2 days of the tour starting because they're using tools such as auto clickers. Now, auto clickers have been on Android app stores and everything like that, but Apple's very unique. They don't allow any type of auto clickers. So we have a little workaround. The workaround is a little complicated. I've been pumping this video for Matt Aldridge for the last 2 months. And unfortunately, it's only at 400 views. So I'm going to give him credit. And if you like this video, after you like my video, go to Matt Aldridge's channel. We have a link in the description. Go and subscribe to him. Again, I'm trying to just get this resource out to as many people. If only 400 people watch that video, there needs to be more. And so I want to use my channel, want to get my platform to get this information out there to help my viewers, to help you guys, the Stud fam. So let's walk through it. For those who have a token shop, you're trying to clear these as quickly as possible. There's a couple different ways. I'll kind of walk it through a couple different steps. First step is set up a race. Pretty simple, right? Let's get back to here. So here's just obviously the token. In this tour, a good track for me that I really enjoy is Cheap Island R. You want to kind of go for a longer track, more of a flat track, a track where with as many Coinbox item boxes as possible. This one's a great one for me. There are a couple other good ones. I think some people are using Rainbow Road, the really long one from the 3DS. You want to pick obviously a Coinbox driver, a large hitbox, and the rest of it is not so important. Now I'm going to be really focusing in on replacing the tokens from Coinboxers, but I'll also show you how to retry the tracks where you can make your opponents crash. What's really important is you're going to want to put this on the leisurely 50cc. This is setting up your race, one of the most important steps, because you're able to use camera mode and you can have it go really slow, and I guarantee you'll get more coins doing it this way. So again, this right here, move it all the way to 50cc. This might be the only time you actually use it, but then you want to push OK. Don't do auto mode, push OK, the big blue button. Let's push it. So we're going to run this race. I'm going to fast forward to the end. So starting now. Okay. Oh, one other thing that's really important is you're going to want to push settings and camera for this first time. And what this does is it kind of puts it in like a very normal driver type of mode. And you can actually, again, I'm not going to get into it too much, but you can actually grind a little bit of EXP. It goes up maybe 20% of a level. Not to be exact. I don't do this for grinding levels. It's really not that beneficial or really that good of an advantage. It does go a little bit for the first couple runs, but then after a while, it doesn't do much help. So there you go. We'll fast forward to the end of the video to show you how the auto clicker works. I'll see you there. Congratulations, you just finished step 1. You've selected a Coinbox driver. You hopefully have a large hitbox. You've selected 50 cc's. And hopefully you don't have any Coinbox drivers as bots in your lobby that could diminish your Coinbox rates. But so far, you're done. You are now ready for step 2, which is set up voice control. So let's get out of the game and let's go into your settings. Most people know where their settings are, but the rest of it is probably new for you. So we're gonna go to accessibility. We're gonna go down to voice control. Right now we have it off, we'll turn it on later. Customize commands. We'll go to custom. We're gonna do now create a new command. You see some of the other ones I have there. We're gonna call this one camera. That's what I like to use. You can use whatever you want. You could have the rundown. You could have Kart Talk. You could pick whatever you want, but I'm gonna go with camera. Next, you're gonna go to action. And then you're gonna go to run custom gesture. But before we do, one thing I wanted to point out is that on your phone, there's a little camera button. You kind of look at the, by the way, using the Studfit phone case. Check it out on Etsy. But there's like a little etching in your phone case, and you kind of want to see, so it's like right here at this etching mark, and it's about 1 centimeter from the edge of my screen. So you're gonna have to try to imagine where that is on this next step. So let's open up the action. We're gonna go to run custom gesture. Now in this screen, there's a little hide controls button on the bottom that'll get rid of the top and the bottom, and so it has a full screen to push stuff. It's really kind of annoying because it takes a couple seconds for it to pop back up. I try to do it without it, but for simplicity's sake, I'll show you that. But you can get rid of that if your button's too low. All right, so here we go. We're ready for step 1. So with step 1, I'm gonna click where that camera button was. I'm gonna click where the try again button is. I'm gonna kind of push it all over I'm gonna probably push it 5 or 6 times just to make sure it registers to kind of click through the game where it has the finishing screen where it shows what place you were, and then push the try again button. It doesn't hurt to push it too many times, so I'll push it 5 or 6. Then you're gonna push where the settings button usually is, which for me it's like right below where the button save is, and then you're gonna push the camera button again. So those are the steps we're gonna do. We're gonna start with camera. You ready? 3, 2, 1. Click there for the camera. Then I'm gonna click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just kind of push it all over the place. Then we're gonna wait 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're gonna click up where the settings button is. For me, it's like right there on the edge. And then we're gonna push camera again. We're gonna stop, and then we're gonna save. There we go. We're all done. Now you go back to new command, go to save, and there it is, camera, right there in the very top. Then we're gonna go back, we're gonna turn voice control on, really important here. And then we're just gonna go back until we're back at the settings screen. Now we're ready to go back into the game. And here's the moment of truth. This will take some trial and error, but I promise you you'll get it if you are determined to get those 4,000 tokens while you're sleeping. So we're gonna say the magic word. Are you ready? Camera. See if it works. Camera. It is a little finicky, but hopefully if you say it loud enough into the speaker, you'll get it. So you can kind of see the phantom pushing of the buttons there. If it goes through and this all works, you're set. You never have to do it again. You never have to push any of those buttons. This is all perfectly set. And then we will use shortcuts to repeat this action over and over again. So we select settings, and then we select camera. You're all set. Step 2 complete. Congratulations. Again, it's a little finicky. You'll have to play around with it a little bit. Now we're ready for step 3, download iOS shortcut. So we will come back to this game here in a second. Just for sake, I've already, in this description, there's a download for this shortcut. Shows up as MKT Auto Repeater. I've already made some changes to it just to make it a little bit easier. We can click on these 3 dots right here to kind of see what it is. I don't want you to get too confused because this is kind of intimidating. I don't want you don't have to do any of this. This is already preset. You've already set it. Literally all you have to do is push that green button, and it's gonna just repeat that magic word 300 times. And so there are some changes you can make if you want to. Like for instance, you can repeat this more times, so you can do it 300 and let's say 10 times just to be safe. You can change this is where you would change so if you didn't want to use camera, oops, I said the word. You can change that word there. I will say having the accessibility on, you saw it there, try to put in those words, but that's my magic word. You can put your magic word in there if you've changed it to something else. You also can, another interesting one is waiting. So for instance, if this is a longer track and you want it to repeat every 160 seconds, or if it's a short track, 120 seconds, you can change that by toggling this up and down. For this track, 140 seconds is appropriate. Again, you won't have to do most of this. 140 seconds works for most stuff. And then I did change the volume. I made sure that the volume was set to 100 just to be extra loud so that it hears. As you saw, I even said the word there and it didn't register. So it's really important just to make sure it's loud. Some of the other ones said it at like 40. I think you do have to have it pretty loud. The one thing is it could be kind of disturbing if you have it running overnight and it's in the same room. But I'll show you a little secret for that just here in a second. But we're all set. We can now select done. I just kind of wanted to explain what was going on. You shouldn't have to do any of that. Now this button here, that's all you have to do is click that button. Let's make sure that we're at the end of the race. So we'll go ahead and fast forward to when we're done. All right, guys, you now have finished step 3 and ready for step 4, which is now wake up to 4,000 tokens. It's going to be a little tricky, but I want to make sure that you guys know how to do this. I'll give you a couple steps. One of the things is that when you have this shortcut going, sometimes your phone doesn't pick it up. So you have a couple different options. You can either download this shortcut to another phone and have it running off of that phone. So you have a different phone saying the magic word into this phone. Another option you can do, this is my favorite, is getting a set of headphones, like one of these bigger headphones, and plugging it into your phone. Now, it's not going to charge while it's doing this. Sometimes, depending on what kind of charger you have can have one of those chargers that you lay it on and it charges just by sitting on it. That would be what I would recommend. But you do have to plug, if you want to, you can plug in one of these headphones. You kind of want to angle it like this so that it goes up, and then just listen to it a couple times to make sure it's running. But now we're ready. Are you ready? Let's give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. So open up these shortcuts. You click auto repeater, just the big green button. Opens up the game.
Camera.
Complete. Again, I have the speakers through my computer, so it's running all that through the shortcut. But again, these set of headphones will help you to do it that way. Again, you kind of have to have one of those base chargers that will that will charge it because it will run your battery out doing all this overnight. But you kind of want to have a full battery when you wake up. But there you go. Select the settings, selected camera. 8 hours later, you have 4,000 tokens. So that all is for replacing the coin box. The other one's really simple. If you want to be able to get the tokens from crashes earlier and just get them out of the way, you want to know what your tickets are for the tour, you can do that too. It's much simpler. Oh my goodness, if you've crushed these 4 steps, this changing out the step for the crash is so much easier. Just go into voice control. I'm gonna turn it off. Customize controls, custom. You can do let's just say the word crash as this one. You go done. You're gonna go to action, run custom gesture, and literally all you're gonna do is press those 5 or 6 times, and done. Goodness sakes, that was so easy. And then you're ready to go turn on accessibility, and you're all set. So again, making it crash is going to be much easier than getting the coins for the tokens. But and that's why I wanted to focus on it in this tour and get this video out to you. If you like this, please like this video. Then go to in the description. There's a link to Matt Aldridge's channel. He's coming up on 1,000 subscribers. He did this video 2 months ago. I don't know why more people didn't go to it, but I thought I'd put it out on my channel to get the word out and help spread the word. I didn't want to step on his toes. I wanted to give him credit, but I also wanted to get as many people getting higher rank scores, higher ACR scores as soon as possible. So I hope you don't mind that, but I wanted to go ahead and do that. But again, hopefully that walks you through it. Let me know what questions you have. Again, you're gonna have to play around with where the spots are on your phone. You're gonna have to play around with the voice. But good luck, guys. Until next time, may the frenzy luck be with you guys.